You may come to a cross-legged seated position or hero's pose. Ujjayi Pranayama. Ujjayi breathing is a type of breathing technique that we incorporate into our vinyasa practice as yogis. Ujjayi means victory over the mind. And the sound you make with this breath helps to retain the mental thought processes. You want to breathe in a similar way as you would to fog up a mirror, but with the mouth closed. Feeling a constriction, the sound in the back of the throat through the inhale and through the exhale. This sound coming from the constriction sounds similar to that of an ocean wave or Darth Vader. It should be loud enough for only you to hear, so don't feel embarrassed. And you want to make sure that this breath is even and smooth throughout your practice. So with that being said, we'll get started. Move my camera. Scoot. Okay. Good. Sorry, I have limited space right now. Stretch series warm up now. So come to sit on the heels for child's pose or balasana. Put your arms out in front of you, placing the forehead on the ground, and breathing here. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips for downward facing dog. Pressing through the heels, elongating the back of the neck. Dropping the knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Slide up for cobra. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips for downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward between the hands for lunge pose. Exhale, straighten the right leg for lunge stretch, dropping the head towards the right knee, alasana. Inhale, bend the right knee. Step back into down dog. Bring the shoulders over the wrists for plank pose. Drop the knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Slide forward for cobra. Lift the hips for downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot between the hands for lunge pose. Exhale, straighten the left leg for lunge stretch, dropping the head down by the left knee. Inhale, bend the left leg, come to down dog. Bring the shoulders over the wrists for plank. Drop the knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Slide forward for cobra. Lift the hips for downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward, Uttanasana. Grab the elbows here, and breathe. Roll each vertebra up one at a time as you come to standing Tadasana. Begin Sun Salutation A in Tadasana with our Ujjayi breathing. Bring the arms overhead, pressing the palms together, gazes up. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Lift to flat back, jump or step back for Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift and broaden the chest for upward facing dog. Pull the hips back for downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale, heels are flat on the ground. Exhale. Inhale, the chin is tucked, the back neck is long. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Begin walking the feet to the top of the mat. Lift the gaze for flat back. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Come to stand. Raise the arms over the head. Tadasana. We'll begin the triangle series in Tadasana, reaching the arms overhead, pressing the palms together, gazes up. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Lift to flat back, gazes up. Jump or step back for Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift and broaden the chest for upward facing dog. Sit back, lift the hips up for downward facing dog. Breathing here as we engage the thighs and the calves. Heels are planted firmly into the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, taking over at your own pace. Step the right foot forward. Spin the back foot flat on the ground. Raise the arms up, pressing the palms together for Warrior One. Turn the hips and the arms outward for Warrior Two. Straighten the right leg. Bring the right hand to the right ankle. Lift the left arm and gaze towards the sky for Triangle Pose. As you lift to stand, rebend the right knee. Open the arms and the hips outward for Warrior Two. Straighten the right leg. Rebend the right knee. Place the right hand on the outside of the right foot. Lift the left arm and the gaze up towards the sky for extended side ankle pose. Straighten the right leg. Place both hands down by the right foot. Step the left foot in closer for Pyramid Pose. Step the feet back. Bring the shoulders over the wrists for Plank Pose. Lower for Chaturanga Dandasana. Lifting and broadening the chest for Upward Facing Dog. As you lean back, lift the hips for Downward Facing Dog. Finding your breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step the left foot forward and spin the back foot onto the ground, raising the arms and the gaze towards the sky for Warrior One. Turn the hips and the arms outward for Warrior Two. Straighten the left leg and bring the left hand to the left ankle, lifting the right arm and the gaze towards the sky for Triangle Pose. Lift to stand as you rebend the left knee for Warrior Two. Straighten the left leg, rebend the left knee, placing the left hand on the outside of the left foot. Raise the right arm and the gaze towards the sky for extended side angle pose. Straighten the left leg. Place both hands down by the left foot, stepping the right foot in closer for pyramid pose. Step the feet back and bring the shoulders over the wrists for plank pose. Lower for Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift and broaden the chest for upward facing dog. Lean back and lift the hips for downward facing dog. Finding your breath here. Neck is elongated. The thighs and the hips and the calves are engaged. Heels are planted firmly in the ground. Weight is distributed evenly across the body. Namaste.